morning. I swear a lot.
Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome back to Limbus Company. So today we're starting Interval 2, which I'm very excited for, but we'll do a cheeky little extraction first because why not? But the question is probably not Wuthering Heights because I've literally got those two IDs. I've got too much Don Quixote as it is, so let's see if we can get Oofy, which I still don't know how to pronounce and never will. I don't know what the deal is with Oofy Association, Heathcliff, and I'd really like to find out. I would really like to find out, but I don't think I will this time. No, I shan't. Oh well, maybe we'll get Heathcliff Ego. I could really go for Heathcliff Ego, because I'm pretty sure I still only have Body Sack with him. While Body Sack is very good, I would like some fancier, prettier, and more versatile options, perhaps. Really, I still just want 7 Association fucking Faust, but it's not going to happen, is it? Ever. Not until I get those ego shards, which I have to get by doing this, so it all pans out. Oh, something new though.
공평하게 죽음을 뭐랬더라. 아무튼 다 박살내러 왔다.
Nice. I didn't even know Heathcliff had a sheer association identity. That's really cool. The fact that I haven't heard about it up to this point does not bode well for its efficacy, but I don't think I care that much. That's just really cool. I'm happy with that, absolutely. Let's have a look at you, my friend. Getting a lot of Heathcliff identity. I've got a lot of the 3 characters who are currently in targeted extraction. It's very upsetting. At less than 25% HP plus 1 skill power. Yeah, that was expected. At less than 25% HP plus 1 skill power. Wow, okay. Less than 25% HP plus 2 skill power. Before attack, lose 5 HP plus 50% skill damage for this coin. For both skills, obviously this is only uptide 1, and there might be differences in uptide 4. After taking damage from attacks this turn, deal plus 10% damage. One ally with the least HP deals and takes plus 20% damage. That's dangerous. It's kind of like, what was it? I believe Ryoshu's base ego has a similar support skill. If we may just have a quick look. Hi Ryoshu, how's it going? Yeah, indiscriminate art. Yeah, it's almost exactly the same, in fact, actually. Not exactly the same, but it's very close. Interesting. Okay, very nice. Well, it's for Intervalo 2. I'm probably still going to use the Rupture/7 Association team because it's currently leveled, but I'm going to start leveling the Lure team. And we're going to do it probably video by video where I will uptie 1 to level 3, we'll get their story, and then we'll go from there. The first one I'm going to do is Hong Lure because we haven't seen a single Hong Lure uptie cutscene yet, and it feels like a crime. It feels... And yeah, I am going to use... I'm making a Lure team, not the best fire team possible. A Lure team. For better or worse, whatever bullshit that may entail. Whether Gregor and Merceau and Hong Lure, or... I don't know if Hong Lure's good or not, but I'm pretty sure Merceau and Gregor are not. I don't care. They're going in the team. They're going in the team. That's it. And if there's space left over, or I might be forced to make space for her, Magic Bullet Otis as well. That's the plan. That's what we're doing. If I get my ass kicked too hard in Kanto 5, which is a distinct possibility, I may have to reevaluate, and God knows I probably will. Oh my god, warm up heals 3 SP. That's really good. Wow. What a start. Inflict plus 1 burn count. At 30 plus SP, inflict 1... That's... interesting. I've never seen something like that. That's cool. All right, yeah, nice. I'm looking forward to this Hong Lure. Look forward to all Hong Lures, but also this one. Inflict burn, heals 6 SP. If target has 6 plus burn count, raise stagger threshold by 30% of damage dealt. Heal SP. It all looks very nice. When ally with the most SP deals plus 1 burn count with the effects of their attack skills/coins. Cool.
그렇군요. 언제쯤 말을 꺼내시나 기다리고 있기는 했답니다.
Oh, you absolute Chad. Well, do you like the taste, Miss Faust? Was it not surprised to me that Hong Lure loves his tea? Despite the intense scent, the taste is essentially blank. Is this physically possible? The child's eyes sparkled with a hue of jade. Although his eye always had that color, it would sometimes shine brighter than usual as it is now, as if he was Sans or something. Exactly, that's the wonder of this vintage tea. The child exclaimed excitedly. This is the highest quality supply, I don't know how it's pronounced, supplied exclusively to my family, fermented for more than 2 decades in the ideal environment. It's nigh priceless. That's not a very Yi-Sang sound. I also didn't know Yi-Sang could be a lure member as well. How many lure members are there? There must be quite a few. Because Faust and Yi-Sang are 2 lure members I know I don't have. I'm pretty sure there are more as well. I'm not really keeping track of this very well. I'm just going to uptie all of them, fuck it. We'll need the support passives anyway. The other child sitting next to them coughed a couple of times as if he choked on the tea. I must wonder though, is there a good reason to pay such a stiff price for this, lack of a better word, scented water? Haha, it's just that the taste is too subtle for a tongue oversaturated by cheap stuff. You cheapskate with your cheap tea. Basic. A wave of cold, almost real enough to cool the tea, seemed to surround the table. Of course, the tea was as warm as ever. I do believe that we haven't gathered here simply to mull over tea. His reminder breathed some vitality back into the gathering. Right, of course, to hazard a guess, you wanted to speak about the last mission, yes? That's correct. More specifically, it's about your left eye. Uh-huh. That's strange. The child drank his tea as he maintained a beaming smile. A subtle hint of an enigmatic emotion seemed to blend into his face. Oh, he's so cool. I suppose my eyes tend to glow bright. It's no surprise that you would be curious. While the human eye does function similarly to the lens of a camera, it does not come with the ability to emit varying amounts of light. Well, maybe yours doesn't. The white-haired one frigidly cut off the other child's slyness. Even if it were a prosthetic eye, there are still grounds for suspicion. Why would such an affluent individual, one able to treat guests with such expensive tea, settle for such a noticeable mechanical product? We're really delving into his eye on this. This is not what I was expecting from this uptie. I can't do much about what I was born with. To them, I was a gem of a child. There was a slight tremble to the child's words, but it wasn't noticed by his visitors at the table. And it was certainly an auspicious thing. The child feared, for he had no way of knowing when his eye might flash. That's really... Oh, he looks so cool. I can't wait to get Honglur in the team. Plus, we just don't get to play with him very much on the field ever, because the ideas I have with him, I'm sure some of them are good, but they just don't quite fit with what I'm doing. I also don't have many. That's the biggest problem. That's kind of... This is not the reason, but it is a reason why I wanted to do a lure team. I wanted to get Honglur back on the field. I wanted to continue using Mercer. I wanted to get Gregor back on the field. Rodia and Ishmael as well. Obviously Ishmael, because, you know, it's her fucking Kanto. But... I feel like using a lure team is going to allow me, or force me, I guess, and I may have to change over time, to put some sinners on the field who I don't normally put on the field, or haven't up to this point. And I'm excited for that. So far, I have 6 Lure Association members, and we can relatively confidently confirm that there are 2 more? Maybe? I don't know. There might be 2 more. But this is as many as I've got at the moment. I need to uptie all of them. And I don't know how many episodes it'll take to get through Intervallo, but we'll figure it out. It'll be fine. SCA. I hope there aren't any distortions. That sure would be a problem. It's literally the beach episode, so why does it turn into such fucking misery over here? No description, just the beach episode. I'm ready. Honglur's ready. It's been about 2 weeks since we took care of the job at K-Corp, and oh boy was it a job. We were at K-Corp for a long time. And the immense dullness of traveling through a nest by car was just starting to sink in after 2 weeks. Pretty sure I saw a road that looked exactly like this one 30 minutes ago.
평지와 뒷골목의 도로를 비교해서는 곤란합니다.
And yet, I saw the same one I saw 30 minutes ago.
뒷골목에서는 통하는 길만 한다면 골목 구석구석을 질주하며 갔을 수 있었겠지만
But yet, we are not.
보통 둥지 안에서 차를 타고 어딘가를 간다는 것은 어마어마하게 끔찍한 교통체증까지 감안하겠다는 뜻이니까요.
Absolutely abominable traffic congestion. My word. I don't know how Carolyn's handling it. Probably not well.
그래서 돈 좀 주머니에 짤랑거린다 싶으면 W4 워프 열차도 타고 그러는 거 아니겠어?
Yes, the warp train. Such a small price for such convenience. Such a small price.
워프 열차는
The warp trains, they are. The bus fell silent, as though everyone seemed to simultaneously recall the warp train they saw in the mirror worlds. We saw a warp train in the mirror worlds? When? This is what happens when you arrive too late to the video game. It's like, check out all these mirror dungeon and refraction railway specific events that you didn't fucking see because they're not available at the same time now as they were back then. Or this is available now and I haven't fucking seen it, or I've completely ignored it. It could be anything. Okay, so they know about warp trains then.
전 역시 버스가 나은 것 같네요.
Yes, Sinclair, I also prefer riding the bus.
동의한다.
None. I have not finished.
차라리 히스처럼 속 편하게 자기라도 하자. 창밖만 보고 있다가는 지루해 죽겠으니까.
Yeah, a nice little nap like Heath. He's there with his little blankie and his bat, his emotional support bat. So we spent days upon days of boredom on the bus, making very little progress. Toward a tunnel that seemed to lead somewhere.
거의 다 왔군요. 이 터널만 지나면 곧 길이 틀 겁니다.
Joy, it really is like an actual country, isn't it? The city, that you can drive for this long and not really get anywhere. Like, obviously they're having to fight through traffic, but the place is fucking big. Just as Faust said, the traffic jam appeared to visibly improve, allowing us to make actual progress. That's good. I can't see much yet, but I'm glad we're almost there. Speaking of which, our destination was... Yes, indeed. Once again, we were being blindly led along by our guides to who knows where. Don't you think it's about time he started telling us where we're going?
탄태 씨가 목적지를 묻는군요.
Yeah, I'm asking where the destination is. I was asking if he could start telling us where we're headed before we leave, but I thought better of it.
이번 목적지는
Current destination is your mother's house.
최종 목적지는 유사에 위치한 로보토미 지부입니다.
Our final destination is a LobCorp branch at UCorp, but what's our current destination? Yep, that's significant to you, I assume.
뭐야, 이스. 자다가 깼어? 갑자기 움찔거려서 놀랬잖아.
You spooked me.
죄송해요.
I wasn't sure why Ishmael suddenly jolted, but I decided to carry on with our conversation for now, because I sort of notice these things but also don't. Wait, so by our final destination, you mean...
지금 우리는 경유지를 향해 갑니다.
Ah. Is it the beach episode? Just as Virgilius finished his sentence, the bus emerged from the lengthy tunnel.
저건
Is it the beach? It is. I looked through the window, which has suddenly turned bright. And the cleanest sandy beach in the most turquoise blue ocean I'd ever seen graced my eyes on my clock face.
저것은 대호수가 아니오!
Is it the Great Lake? With Don Quixote's enthusiastic exclamation, sinners began waking up from their naps one by one.
야, 이거 얼마만에 보는 광경이야?
Oh.
어머, 그래. 자기는 와봤던 거야? 나는 말만 들었지 한 번도 와본 적 없는데.
Yeah, he was a pirate once, you know, probably not in this lifetime, but in one of his lives, he was a pirate. It was pretty cool, actually. The sinners each began excitedly chattering about the sea. Are we actually stopping here, though? Clearly, I get the feeling we're not. Everyone's getting far too excited.
아니, 잠깐. 벌써 내 차례라고?
Of course it's your turn, Ishmael. Who did you think was next? Except for one, that is.
아직 다들 준비가 안 됐는데.
Tough? Sinclair dealt with his, you can deal with yours. Ishmael, you good?
아니요. 잠시만요. 생각을 좀 할 게 있어서요.
While I was still worried about Ishmael's sudden gloominess, I had faith that she would be okay. She was always on top of things, after all. Besides, my attention was drawn to the bubbling enthusiasm that seemed to have possessed the sinners.
그러면 우리는 대호수로 가는 것이요?
That's the $1,000,000 question, isn't it?
대호수는 듣기만 해보고 실제로 본 적은 없었는데 이런 모습이었군요.
Guys, we're not stopping here. I can fucking tell. You know what? I think I just realized why the mission select screen, for lack of a better term, had the lovely beach area and the awful fucking cesspit right next to it. Because we're not stopping here. We're going to the cesspit. I guarantee it.
지친 우리의 여정 속에서 드디어 물놀이라는 것이 있을 예정인가 보.
No fucking chance.
아하, 이런 곳에서 휴양을 즐겨보는 것도 좋은 경험이겠어요.
Why do you all think we're actually stopping here, though? Look at Vigilius and then ask yourself that question. Or ask him, better yet.
따뜻한 모래사장 위에 누워 하늘을 바라보고 싶소.
That's how I know for certain this isn't going to happen, because even Yi Sang wants to stop here. Even Yi Sang expresses pleasure at the thought of relaxing on the beach, so there's no fucking way we're going to stop here.
나는 기다란 벤치에서 일광욕.
I feel so bad. Because the question, obviously everyone who's played this game up to this point knows by this point in the conversation we're not fucking stopping here. The dreaded question is, how is the news broken that we're not fucking stopping here?
본인은 비치 볼리볼. 함께 보고 싶소.
What, is there no Korean equivalent of that word? That series of words? I'm sure there is.
그거 재밌겠네.
I don't know what that means. That's the first time Heathcliff said something and I don't know what it means. I'm actually going to Google it. Enjoyable social activity, a good time. It's Irish slang, so it is still... that's a bit... I'm not sure if that really... There's the question. Do the English say Craig? In Scottish English and in Northern English dialect, crack has the same sense. Chat, gossip, which may be the source of crack. It's an Irish term. Let's just round it off there and say it's an Irish term. Okay, I've never heard that before, though. There's not many Irish people where I live. The sinners were all eagerly chatting about things they wanted to do, and not realizing they aren't going to get to do any of them. It was nice to see them excited for once, but...
이봐, 안내장 봐. 우리 정말 쉬는 거야?
Yeah, I think Greg was... Yeah. No, we're not. Everyone seemed to be conveniently forgetting the fact that Vigilius never mentioned if we were stopping at the beach. Oh, Vigilius, please. Come on, please subvert my expectations and actually let them stop here, I implore you. Charon.
바퀴를 도랑이 걸칠 거야. 끼.
I'm not sure if that means stop or go. The formerly on-track bus suddenly swerved and everyone was thrown around the bus, as is often the case.
뭔가 속습인가?
It's an ambush.
그저 경유지에 도착한 것뿐이다.
Are we actually at the beach, though? The sinners got to their feet one by one, groaning with pain.
이게
Oh boy. Yeah. No beach for us. Only the despairing cries of sinners echoed in the dark and damp view outside the windows. Yeah, welcome to the beach episode. It's the beach. And lo and behold, there's combat immediately. So why the fuck are we here?
말도 안 되고 이런 곳에서 vacation을 즐기란 말이야.
I don't know how to tell you this, Don, but it's not a vacation. We're here on work, I imagine.
놀랍게도 돈키호테 베르길리우스 저 양반은 한 번도 놀라고 말한 적 없어.
You can literally see the loveliness just over there, and we're here.
아니, 제법 운치는 있군.
Not bad.
아, 이럴 거면 아까 그 예쁜 모래사장은 왜 보여준 거야?
Because he finds it very funny, as do I, admittedly.
그러게요. 차라리 모르고 왔으면 기대도 안 했을 텐데.
Yeah.
아니, 저기 바로 코앞에 아까 보았던 모래사장이 있지 않을까?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's right there. It's right there.
왜 저리로 가지 않는 것이오? 공기도 깨끗해 보이고 날씨도 좋아 보이는데.
It's literally a sudden and immediate change to glittering beautifulness.
이번 목적지가 그쪽이 아니니까요.
Yeah, no shit, Faust. No joy, no happiness, no fun, just more work. The sinner's faces grew dark with disappointment. Can't say that I wasn't a little excited to have some proper rest myself, but I had a feeling this was going to happen. So, where is this exactly? It'd be in everyone's interest to focus on what's next, and to get it over with as soon as possible. Maybe if we get it done quick enough, we'd be allowed some time at the beach.
이곳은
This is a shithole.
21구 유사의 뒷골목이죠. 아, 진짜 아직 안 되는데.
District 21, back streets of U-Corp. Damn it, we're really not ready for this. Yeah, everyone's been telling me that for a while about every single thing I've come up against. So eventually, by virtue of the broken clock is right twice a day, eventually I will come across something I have trouble beating, and then everyone will be like, see, I told you! And it's like, you said that about everything in this game. Mirror Dungeons, Hard Mirror Dungeons, Canto 3, Spice Bush, The Dungeon, this Intervallo, the next Canto, the Canto after that. Did I mention Refraction Railways already? Well, I'm gonna say it again. Apparently I'm not ready for anything in this fucking game, and then when I do beat it, it's like, oh no, that was the easy one, never mind. So, I'm gonna start ignoring people on that front, because y'all are full of shit. Straight up.
맞습니다.
Yes. So that's why there hasn't been congestion since the tunnel. Because we're not in a nest.
그건 둥지마다 그리고 뒷골목마다 다르기 때문에 일반화하기는 힘들어요.
Uh-huh.
하지만 이번의 경우는 그렇다고 볼 수 있겠네요.
Thank you for advising me not to make generalizations, Mom.
저 옆은 개인 소유의 해변인가요? 물도 이쪽에 있는 물과 완전히 다른 색이네요.
Yeah, it changes so dramatically.
그렇군. 칼로 변화듯 경계가 져 있다. 이런 특징을 가진 곳은 뻔하지.
It's literally cut off and sectioned.
네, 여긴
대호수죠. 여긴 원래 그래요. 저렇게 쉬기 좋게 평화로운 공간은 보통 둥지의 영역이죠.
But this also seems to be where people go hunting for stuff on the lake. I've heard stories of like sirens and monsters and stuff. I've only gotten very vague things about it though. That's the point. We actually need to go back and watch Ishmael's Upside 3 cutscene because I skipped that before. We'll do that at the start of Canto 5 because it will be appropriate.
설명의 기회가 자꾸 아사지는군요.
That's because no one cares, Faust. Does this place count as the back streets when it's so open?
뒷골목은 단순히 건물과 건물 사이에 생겨난 골목만을 칭하지 않아요. 둥지가 품지 않은 구획의 전역을 의미하죠.
You can understand how that's a little confusing, though. Right.
뭐 이런 쓰레기 같은 것들이 너저런 걸 보면 누가 봐도 뒷골목 아니냐?
Look at all this minging rubbish. This place is in shambles. Fucking streets got the crackers, goddamn.
우후! 이것 보시오! 쓸만해 보이는...
Uh-huh. Is that a boombox?
뭐야? 왜 말을 하다 말아?
움직였어.
It moved.
뭐가?
What?
이 라디오! 움직였어! 21구의 라디오는 달달이 움직이는 건가?
Doth the radio scurry back and forth with some kind of self-contained intelligence?
뭐 정말?
At Heathcliff's cry, everyone turned towards a certain pile of trash. Ah, and there it was, all of a sudden, a trash crab. We were gonna go and relax on the beach and play volleyball and, you know, tan on benches and whatever, and instead we're fighting trash crabs. It's literally a trash crab. The music's pretty fucking banging though. At less than 70% HP, targets another ally with the least current HP. When attacking an ally, heals HP by the damage dealt. When defeating an ally, heals HP by double the damage dealt. And it is non-focused, okay. I mean, I feel like we can probably win rate this and be alright, but we'll see. Yeah, we're doing okay. This is a good team. The music is fucking bopping though, I absolutely love it. I wish I could have gotten a different team going for this interval, but I thought about it and I was like, Lure is just straight up not ready. I need more resources. None of my other teams are really strong enough. I suppose I could just switch it up and go between like Blade Lineage and N-Corp, but their levels are a bit low. I don't think it matters that much because the combat encounters, at least ones like this, aren't exactly the focus, so I think we're going to be alright. More trash crabs. More trash crabs. That's a pointy trash crab. A crab-eat crab world. I'm almost certain they didn't, but I like to think that Project Moon were desperately trying to get the rights to Crab Rave while they were making this canto. They're like, please just let us use it. Please. Everyone would love it. There is no basis for that theory. I have nothing to back it up with, but it is officially my headcanon now. No chance. This team defeated a weird giant Buddha statue. Do you really think it could be stopped by a couple crabs? And yes, a giant Buddha statue that was nerfed twice. You've all mentioned that multiple times. Thank you. Trash crabs? Trash crabs. Suddenly more trash crabs. I'm as surprised as I am. The music is so funny. I like it. As if it's something really serious.
Yeah.
Can our intrepid heroes defeat the trash crabs? Trash crabs. Trash crabs. Talk like trash. Walk like crab. Crab.
그래서 이 벌레 개딱지 같은 것들은 뭔데?
Heathcliff hates crabs. Oh, bug. Yeah, okay. Hey now.
자꾸 나보면서 믿지 마. 내가 알 턱이 없잖아.
Because you have a big meaty claw.
덱 안 봤어 아저씨. 자꾸 그러는 거 피해망상이라니까. 벌레 이야기만 나오면 아주.
크랩게네요.
Yeah, no shit. What? Ishmael interjected all of a sudden.
크랩게요. 저렇게 등딱지에 쓰레기나 폐품 같은 걸 붙여서 집이자 무기로 만드는 것들요.
They certainly are trash crabs.
지긋지긋한 놈들이죠. 물가에서 일하는 사람들에게 불쑥 튀어나와 공격하기도 하고 주변을 돌아다니는 사람들을 덮치는 일도 잦고 개체수도 날마다 불어나고.
The growing public threat of trash crabs.
하지만 대호수에 저런 잔챙이들은 널리고 널렸어. 더 중요하고 위험한 건
I've never seen her with a proper 1,000-yard stare before. That's really ominous. Ishmael? Is there some kind of white whale, perhaps? Or equivalent? I was about to check in with Ishmael, as I probably shouldn't let this go on for any longer, but being a manager is hard and I couldn't be bothered.
저기 벌써부터 그것들을 잡고 있는 건가요?
Damn, son, that's quite a weapon. It's bigger than you are. A couple of people in work overalls seem to be approaching from a distance.
미카, 귀한 고객님들이잖아. 좀 더 예의를 차려야.
Wait, Mika is in from that office whose name I can't remember? Oh, what are their fucking names? The leader was drunk, she was cute, bollocks. Olga was her name. I can't remember what the office is called though. You know who I mean, if you've played Ruiner.
아, 그런가?
Yeah, no, for real though, actually. Yeah, no, actually, for real though. Yeah, no, but seriously, actually. Yeah, but kinda, yeah, actually. Okay, alright, cool. I can't remember his name, but I recognized him as well. I just need to find out the name of that. Molar Office, that's it. Molar Office. Show me Molar Office. Rain. Olga, Mika, and Rain. Is that Rain? Could be. Sorry, but, you know, I wasn't expecting to actually meet a fucking Ruiner character. He didn't strike me as the type to go shirtless with a huge coat, but whatever. What are those? I don't know what that means.
저것들은 뭐냐고 하시는 것 같네요.
I think he's calling them rags and tags.
레인, 이 사람들 우리 보고 저것이라고 하는데 꼭 예의를 지켜야 하는 걸까?
Literally Rain and Mika. That's not a coincidence. This could very possibly, although clearly isn't, could have been a coincidence. But the fact that he's called Rain, there's no fucking way. This is a direct reference, but the question is what the fuck? Shh, shh. Shh, 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 shh. We'll nick their stuff. It'll be fine.
적일 수도 있다. 어이, 신분을 밝혀라.
Yeah, identify yourselves. What's Molar Office? It sounds like an office for nerds.
정의에 대한 얘기를 전달받지 못하신 건가요?
I mean, IRL Foreman has in terms of the previous game, but Dante Foreman hasn't.
그래, 전혀 없다. 마치 그럴듯하게 신분을 위장에 끼어드는 스파이처럼 말이지.
Like spies? Okay, yeah, sure. We're really going off the deep end early on this one, aren't we?
저기요, 스파이라면 좀 더 체계적인 방법을 사용하지 않을까요?
That's exactly what a spy would want you to think, though.
그렇겠죠. 오티스 씨, 이분들은 이번에 협력할 분들입니다.
So stop calling them spies.
다음엔 빨리 말하도록.
Well, fuck you then.
반갑습니다. 미카 씨, 레인 씨. 저희는 LCB, 림버스 컴퍼니 버스 부서입니다.
We're the bus department? That's our name? Fuck, that's depressing.
버스 맞네요. 그때 그분도 버스 녀석들이라고 말하셨으니까.
Yeah, we're the bus blokes.
LCC의 비포팀이 이미 다녀갔다고 들었습니다. 그분이라는 건
잠시 명함 좀 다시 보고. LCC B. 네, 맞네요.
Wait, you had to check for clarification that there was a B? You know what, whatever.
확인은 끝난 것 같으니까 가게로 돌아가서 마저 이야기하죠. 그 버스에 대한 것도 좀 보고.
Sure, why not?
여기 계속 서서 대화하기는 좀 그렇잖아요.
What, with all the trash crabs and stuff? I agree. We're their customers?
아니, 애초에 여긴 왜 들른 거야?
Well, what are we doing here?
간단히 말하자면 저희의 목적지인 유사는 대호수 위의 배들로 이루어져 있는 둥지입니다. 따라서 메피스토 팰레스의 현재 형태로는 돌아갈 수가 없죠.
We need to turn the bus into a boat. We need a bus boat, an amphibious boat. It's just like that Top Gear challenge.
Ow, ow, I'm on fire. Ow. Come on, you bitch.
그리고 대호수는 시시각각 환경이 변하기도 해요.
Yeah, it's called a lake, but I imagine it's like actually sailing on a proper ocean.
그 호수에서 버틸 수 있는 배가 필요하겠죠.
She's doing the 1,000-yard stare again.
그래.
Hello.
그래서 미리 적합한 공방을 찾아 버스 개조에 대한 계약을 한 거지.
I should point out that I wholly approve of this course of action, but it does seem like a terrible idea.
이게 적합한?
I don't like adequate when my life is on the line.
이만 들어가지.
I love, just as a minor detail, the fact that Virgilius is so much fucking taller than most of the cast, although Gregor is particularly short.
지난번 회식 때문에 예산 타격이 컸나? 먹을 수 있을 만큼 시키라 해서 마음껏 주문했던 것뿐인데.
It hit our budget, not Limbus's budget as a whole. Like Rhodius said, looking at the somewhat dilapidated shop made me curious about the company's finances. What do we actually do to make money? I've heard nothing about how Limbus actually makes money. All I've heard is that we try to get the golden bows. I've heard nothing about us actually providing services or goods for financial benefit in any way, shape, or form. But nothing good could ever come out of this conversation, so I decided to table the thought. Probably best. Less we know, the better, right? Not relevant to our specific job.
모두의 약점을 효율적으로 간파했어.
The crabs didn't know I hit him. I wanted to do a quick moment of extreme unoptimalness, but I figure the higher level these lure identities are, the less fucking tickets I have to spend bringing them up to snuff. So, at the cost of making us slightly less effective in battle because we won't have the support passives, let's get these people up to snuff. To the point where I'm actually going to, despite how fucking good she is, and never let it be said ever again that I will ever underestimate her again, take out 7 Ryoshu to replace with Lure Ryoshu so that she's gaining experience, and we'll bring in Dead Rabbit's Musou instead. Because Dead Rabbit's Musou, Lure Musou is already level 14, but Dead Rabbit's, God, I'm getting so confused. Lure Ryoshu is only level 1 and could probably do with a couple preliminary level ups. It's not going to make much difference, I know, but anything I can do to make my resource expenditure slightly less would be good. Because I imagine a lot of you guys could probably play through the entire game in your off time using the same team and not really need to switch it up. But as a presenter, I kind of need to keep things interesting. So I need to be a bit more careful about it. I need to be a bit more efficient. I fucking hate the word efficiency. It is like a byword for play the game boringly, but here we are. The boat rides.
레인, 나는 이 버스 좀 살펴볼 테니까 손님들 접대. 아니, 대응 좀 부탁해.
Entertain the guests. Mola Boatworks. Is it implying either that Ruiner took place in a different reality, like how the different IDs come from different realities? This is a different reality to the canon events of Ruiner, or is it implying that after the events of Ruiner took place, these guys decided to switch to being boatwork people rather than fixers, but they do look younger than they do in Ruiner, although that's a difficult thing to judge. They're definitely the same people, though. There are too many references here for this to not be the same people.
알았어.
He seems to enjoy entertaining the guests. Put a shirt on, you loser. The sinners were led into what appeared to be a workshop packed with tools and various mechanical apparatus.
이 공방은 보기보다 꽤 고난도의 장비까지 하고 있는 모양이군.
That's good, because we would be proper fucked if it didn't. I don't see Otis surprised very often. That's a weird expression.
알아보시겠나요?
It actually looks like this head was bolted onto this body. Look at it. Look at the slight color change. It looks like this head was bolted onto this body. That's really weird, and I can't unsee it now. Maybe it was.
무기와 장비를 정비하는 공방적 기술에 대한 폭넓은 이해는 전쟁 중에 가장 중요했으니까.
Of course, of course. Yeah. This awkward conversation was cut short by a sudden and deafening noise.
무슨 소리죠?
I don't know, it's your fucking workshop.
메피스토 팰리스의 비명. 아니, 경보가 작동한 것 같군요.
Is it being eaten by crabs?
죄송해요. 잘못 건드렸어요.
Evidently.
지금 쿵쿵대는 소리도 잘못 건드려서 나는 거야, 미카?
How do you know nothing about the place in which you live?
저기요! 밖에!
What now?
방금 마주쳤던 개체와 동일한 종으로 보인다.
But I'm guessing supremely bigger.
비슷해 보이긴 하네요.
But bigger.
비슷한 것이 아니라 같은 개체에 속한다는 뜻이다.
Pushes his glasses up on his nose. They are not pretty similar. They are indeed of the same species. Actually. Everyone outside now. Outside. Whoa. A giant enemy crab! They made the reference. Giant enemy crabs. With a massive shipping container on its back loomed over us. Most majestic enemy crab. Well, at least for a brief moment. We were soon overwhelmed by the sound of heavy metal scraping against the floor. Go on, Mr. Krabs, get him.
좌우로 산계해라.
Yeah, spread out, that'll help.
저건 어디를 또 깨부숴야 하는 거야?
Just as we were all collectively losing our minds.
당연히 대가리를 깨부숴야지.
It's Noggin. A dark figure leapt down from somewhere onto the creature's head. Fuck that.
가만히 있어라. 헛짓거리하지 말고.
Fuck it up. Oh, they pile bunkered the enemy crab's head. A blinding light and a deafening explosion assault the crab's shell. It's not fucking happy. It's being pile bunkered.
도망가는 건가요?
I'm shocked it's still alive after taking a fucking pile bunker. The figure leapt gracefully from the back of the fleeing creature and slowly approached us. Now we would get pile bunkered. Ah! She squelched over the depressing mud flat in her swim fins and stood before us, a colossal harpoon resting on her shoulder.
아 그래. 너희가 그 녀석이 말한 버스 애들이냐?
Oh my god, it's Olga. I have so many questions. After some time passed,
올가 씨까지 포함해 정식으로 소개드리죠.
with Olga this time, what's the deal? Please have them reference the library at least a bit just to put me at ease. Just to settle this for me, because if this is just a haha, we put Molar Office in this interval because smiley face, I'm gonna freak. I don't need those kind of fucking red herrings.
이번 메피스토 팰리스의 개조에 도움을 주실 어금니 보트 센터라는 이름의 공방분들입니다.
Yeah, Molar Boatworks.
이야, 이렇게 소개를 받는 날도 있네. 아, 좀 쑥스러운 걸.
Yeah, what the fuck?
누님, 그래도 귀한 고객분들인데 행동을 가려서.
Uh-huh.
아우, 내가 뭘 그렇게 잘못했다고 그래. 나 아직 뭐 안 했거든?
I mean, you did defeat a giant enemy crab. Why is there a disembodied hand on your fucking... What the fuck is going on?
아직이라는 게 문제죠. 개업한 지 얼마 되지도 않았는데 조심해서 나쁠 건 없잖아요.
업종을 갑자기 바꾸는 일이 쉬운 건 아니었을 텐데 할만했습니까?
Let me guess, this is brought up in Leviathan. I'm waiting for every comment to be like, if you read Leviathan... I'm not reading Leviathan, I can't be bothered. Sue me.
5급 해결사 올가.
Okay, we're actually getting into this now.
뭐...
I'm guessing not anymore. They're all fixers, Don Quixote. All three of them, technically.
뭐야?
What?
해결사셨어? 어째 고귀한 향이 난다고 생각했어. 어찌하여 다른 일을 하게 된 것이오? 해결사 일이 고되었던 것이오? 주로 어디에서 활동했던 것이오? 어떤 협회에서 어떤 시험을 치러서 5급까지 간 것이오? 역시 트레스 협회에서 공방 시험을 본 것인가?
God, that must have been hard to deliver. Ooh, that's actually spooky.
알겠어. 알아들었다네.
Just let her have a moment. She can even go to the beach. At least let her be excited over the fixer. Olga's nice anyway, so...
미안하군요, 올가 씨. 이제 시끄러운 건 잠잠해질 겁니다.
Ominous.
붉은 시선.
Yeah.
고맙습니다. 존재를 하는 게 너무 오랜만이라.
그쯤 해두고
Good enough, I suppose.
도서관에서의 사건 이후로 책으로부터 하나 둘씩 돌아왔던 모양이던.
Fucking finally, someone fucking mentioned it. Fuck me. God damn. Oh. I was so convinced and concerned that it was literally just going to be like, remember these guys? We will tell you nothing more. Library? What library? I don't know what that is. Could have been anything. They're just boat people. At least they fucking addressed it. My god. Good start. Okay, but it is in fact the second theory I posited, in that they just came back from the books and had a career change, which would make sense after the whole warp train fiasco and being murdered in the library, so yeah. That's why we mentioned the warp trains just before we got here. Interesting.
어땠습니까, 당신들은?
How did you like being killed, shoved into a book, returned to life, and forced to adapt to a changed world?
우리도 뭐 다르지는 않죠. 나 죽었나? 싶었더니 갑자기 눈을 떠보니 이 근처이지 뭡니까?
What a place to get sent to. I mean, to be fair, it's fucking lucky that they weren't sent back to the fucking train that they came to the library from. right? Holy shit, that could have been a problem. Because that train isn't there anymore for a start, so they would have just been dropped, what, in space? Not sure. Many problems could have occurred there. Glad we got this clarification, actually. It just occurred to me, though, it isn't a fucking disembodied hand, that's a pair of gloves, but the color of the fabric just happens to be red. Because I can see the gloves over there as well. That does, admittedly, answer that question.
미카도 레인도 없었고 당장 배는 고프니까 뭐라도 먹어야겠다 싶어서.
Grab myself a nosh. No one says that.
어땠더라?
크랩개가 튀어나와서 주변에 있는 걸 주워 무기를 만든 다음에 산산조각을 내고 구워 먹었다고 하셨죠.
Bob's your uncle.
맞아. 지랄맞게 맛없기는 했지만.
Doesn't surprise me that a trash crab doesn't taste very good, though.
그러다가 개에 붙은 폐품으로 고철 바꿔 먹기를 시작했고.
Rain, how do you know more about her backstory than she does?
오케이, 레인. 네가 설명하는 게 낫겠다.
저 올가라는 사람은 뭔가 대충대충 스타일인 것 같네.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, Rhodia, like someone else I know. Ha ha, ha ha. Ha ha.
어머? 누굴 말하는지 모르겠네.
엄마? 이건 또 뭐래? 머리통이 의체인가?
Nah, bruv, I was born with this head. This has been my head my entire life. I've never known any other head. What would make you think it's not natural?
누님, 자꾸 그러시면 이야기가 끝나지 않아요.
That's true.
알았어, 알았다고.
The woman they called Olga fell back, clicking her tongue. And a man they called Rain came forward, bringing us up to speed. He was a fixer, working alongside Olga and Mika until they were all sucked into the library, getting wrapped up in these things called receptions. That's why earlier on she was like, take them to the reception, and then changed her fucking mind because that word probably carries some trauma since they were all killed there. And just when he thought he was a goner, he suddenly came to, began wandering, and found Olga. They began collecting scrap metal together, with Mika joining along the way, and ended up running a workshop, almost like they used to run the office back in the old days. It's obviously, I'm assuming it's not an official workshop, because there's a lot of red tape around that.
책에서 돌아오는 데에는 언제 죽었는지와 같은 순서가 따로 없었나?
Yep, it's a chaotic mess, which is roughly the effect Angela has on most things.
아직은 규칙성이 명확하지 않고.
And to me as well, Virgilius. I have no idea what the fuck's going on. Virgilius muttered something to himself, looking at Faust, who stood near him. Faust nodded silently. Is there something you two would like to share with the class? Well, there's a lot of things to share with the class, apparently. There have been a lot of 1,000-yard stares. I knew that there was something between the two of them, but it was always about something apocryphal. I've never seen that word before. I couldn't even begin to understand. Besides, I was starting to get worried about Ishmael, who was growing increasingly distraught. It was about time I talked to her about her sudden change. Ishmael, so you've been here before. It looked like you recognized those crabs from earlier.
네. 문제가 있나요?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Huh? No, not really. I'm just wondering how they taste. It sounds like people eat those crabs. Fucking hell, Dante, your small talk is abysmal.
무슨 의도로 그런 의미 없는 질문을 갑자기 하시는지 뻔히 보이지만.
So talk.
그래도 대답을 드리자면, 네, 크랩 차우더로 꽤 먹어보았죠.
I'm guessing you fucking hated it.
구역질을 억지로 참아야 했지만 뱉어내지 않으면 소화할 수는 있는 맛이라고 해야 할까요?
Yeah, most things are.
질문에 대한 답이 됐나요?
It does, but I had other ones. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I didn't think that was the best question I could have come up with, but her reception was much colder than I'd expected. Man, it's just like using dating apps.
그런데 먹을 수 있는 거군요. 저거.
환상체나 뒤틀림 같이 생겼는데요.
Remember, Sinclair, an important lesson for life. Just because something's gross doesn't mean it's an abnormality. No, I don't think that's an abnormality or a distortion.
네? 그럼
It's just a horrible creature.
환상체와 뒤틀림을 구분할 수 있는 단테 씨는 설명이 없어도 알 수 있으셨겠죠.
Which rankled Faust ever so slightly because as much as she claims to hate to have to explain everything, she actually fucking loves having to explain everything. It's like her one thing.
저것은 생물입니다. 돌연변이라고 할 수도 있겠군요. 그러니 이론적으로 섭취에는 문제가 없을 것입니다.
That's good, maybe you should try one.
저희 할머니도 돌연변이 동물들을 많이 수집하곤 하셨죠. 저런 생물은 저도 처음 보지만요. 참 진기한 구경이네요.
What a priceless experience to have witnessed enemy trash crabs.
네, 그런 덕분에 저희가 밥도 먹고 정비 일도 할 수 있는 거죠.
I bet you enjoyed them. The woman they called Mika was walking over from inside the boat workshop, an inscrutable look on her face.
미카, 어때? 견적은 좀 나와?
공방에서 일하시던 아버지께서는 말씀하셨죠.
Yeah.
싹 다 뜯어 고쳐야겠다.
The whole shebang. Gotta fix the whole thing. We basically gotta take it apart and reform it into a boat.
뭐 엔진을 다 털어내야 한다던가 그런 거냐?
The whole shebang.
아니요, 그 부분까지는 건드릴 필요 없어요. 함부로 건드릴 엄두도 안 나고.
Well, that's not the whole shebang then, is it? Fool.
버스 내부를 잠깐 봤는데 복잡한 것도 정도가 있어야 한다는 생각이 들더라고요.
And now Faust will take a moment to gloat.
하지만 그것 외에는 전부예요. 부력 발생 장치도 없고 프로펠러도 조타 장치도 없고요.
It must be an amphibious vehicle. So what do we do now?
그건 예상했습니다. 해결 방법을 제시하시죠.
This was to be expected. Now what's the solution? Tell us.
방금 저 관리자라는 분이 뭐라 말하신 것 같은데 그냥 째깍인 건가? 뭐 중요한 건 아니고.
Well, a bit of both, actually.
방법은 우리한테 있어요. 재료만 있으면 어떻게든 만들 수 있죠.
We have to go find the parts, I'm guessing.
기계를 개조할 재료라고 한다면은 뭐 어디 고철 같은 거라도 주워야 하나?
Probably.
잘 아시네요. 그리고 잘 하실 수 있을 거라고 보고요. 아까 보니까 잘 하실 것 같던데.
We're pretty good at killing things. With that, Mika pointed away toward where the trash crabs were.
크랩개들을 처리하면 폐품을 모을 수 있을 겁니다.
I mean, I would assume.
몇 마리나?
How many do we need to kill?
아주 많이요.
More than a few?
그럼 그렇지. 일하려고 온 거구만. 그치?
Yeah. If we manage to kill the king trash crab, the giant enemy crab, that'd probably have enough fucking stuff. I mean, if we brought you a goddamn shipping container, you could probably fashion that into something you could use for the boss boat.
정확해.
Yeah. Why don't you do it, Vergilius? Goddamn.
이번 경유지에서 너희는 버스를 개조할 부품을 모아오면 된다. 황금가지를 찾아오는 것보다 쉽고 간편한 일이지.
Yeah, but we're doing it so that we can then go retrieve a golden bow, so it's going to be just as difficult in the end. And yeah, I am a glass half empty guy. How did you notice?
자, 그럼 나는 이 협력업체 분들과 담소라도 나누고 있을 테니.
While I converse with our cooperators about all of the fucking details behind the library, you go fight enemy crabs.
전원 바다로.
To the beach.
저런 건 바다가 아니요.
It's a space station.
아니, 맞아요. 저 모습도 대호수의 일부. 바다라고도 불리는 한 모습이니까.
Yeah, we're arguing semantics. Fucking hate arguing semantics. Time to collect scrap. Wait, that costs a module? Why does it cost a module? That one costed energy. What, is this a dungeon? Are we doing a dungeon? Why does this one cost a module? It doesn't matter. It really doesn't, but it's weird. Not you, yes you.
시간을 벌러갈 시간이야.
발광할 시간인가?
Giant enemy crab! The music is so good. You can't see, but I'm bopping my head. Fucking dig it. Get 'em, fools. Die for me. Oh, Yi-Sang, I didn't actually mean it. Yi-Sang has been crabbed. Oh no, you're about to get crabbed. That wasn't a lot of damage. It was no forensics. Oh my god, bigger enemy crab. Cannoneer crab. The creepy crab. The killer crab. At less than, yeah. Crabby crab world. Oh, Heathcliff, no. Heathcliff, no. Yes. Heathcliff, yes. Easy as can be. They may be giant enemy crabs, but they're still just crabs. Makeshift boss mods. Did we actually get enough scrap just by doing that and that alone? I want my lunacy, thank you. We've been at it for about 2 days, perhaps? Just hunting crabs? God, that sounds dull. We were able to defeat a considerable number of trash crabs and collect enough scrap to fill a whole wagon, and then some. God, if this were Kanto 4, we would have actually fought all of those crabs.
네, 이 정도면 해볼 수 있겠네요.
This will be enough for us to get started. Not finished, and also, we haven't started yet. We're about to start.
휴, 그럼 이제 쉬어도 되는 거지? 들려? 어깨 돌릴 때마다 뚜둑 소리 나고 있잖아.
No, we're gonna have to go fight giant enemy crab at some point.
로자 씨, 그러니까 겁이라도 주는 것 같잖아요. 자제를.
Flex at them, Rhodia.
뭐 개조를 하는 데 드는 시간도 있을 테니 적어도 며칠은 즐길 수 있겠어.
I don't know about that.
물론 여전히 휴양과 어울리지 않는 곳이지만.
I mean, the other beach is right there. We can literally see it from here. Why don't we just go over there? The sinners were all busy stretching and chattering, relieved that the work was finally over, except it really, obviously isn't. But I had a terrible feeling that this was probably not the end of our toil.
네? 쉬기는 뭘 쉬어요?
They're gonna need more parts, aren't they? Of course. I knew it.
제가 말한 건 이제 시작만 해볼 수 있겠다고 말한 거예요.
Yeah, that's what I said.
그렇다는 것은
Which means more is required to finish it, Grigor.
당연히 더 주워오셔야죠.
Yeah, we need more scrap, Grigor.
참고 삼아. 그 양은
지금의 한 5배?
A lot more, Grigor.
비카! 후련 쪽도 포함해야 할 것 같은데?
6 times.
7배로
7 times.
늘어났어요.
Oh.
지금까지 효율을 고려하면 적절한 휴식은 취하지 못하겠군.
I agree, Merceau. It would appear this is going to be a huge fucking downer.
기존보다 수면에 할애하던 시간을 줄이는 편이 좋을 것이다.
You may be right there, Merceau. I don't know how popular that'll make you, though.
이럴 수는 없는 거요. 이럴 수는 없어.
We simply cannot. Don Quixote looked as though she was about to collapse, a woeful look on her face.
아니, 있잖아. 이런 고철 덩어리들을 주워온다고 작업이 되긴 되는 거야?
Materials, I suppose.
그야 고철을 적당히 볼트로 결합하는 방식이라면 죽도 밥도 안 되겠지만
Yeah.
유사의 특이점을 이용해 결합하는 과정을 거치면 마치 처음부터 자신의 부속품이었던 것처럼 기능하게 할 수 있으니까요.
Okay, so it might actually be a pretty good end job. You know, once it's done, it might actually be pretty good because it's actually going to result in parts that were kind of made for the bus rather than, as she's just said, literally bolting it onto the fucking thing. So it's going to be a proper quality job, it just requires a fuck ton of materials.
유사? 걔네 특이점이라면 무슨 음식 완벽히 포장하는 기술 아니었어?
I'm guessing it's multi-purpose.
뜯기 전까지는 절대 내용물이 변하지 않는 그런 거였는데? 거기서 제조했던 통조림도 요긴하게 먹고 그랬었는데.
어째 누님과 똑같은 말씀을 하시네요. 둥지마다 특이점을 활용한 여러 기술들이 있을 수도 있는 거잖아요.
Evidently.
원리만 활용한다면 근본적인 특이점을 기반으로 얼마든지 활용하여 A사의 기반 특허를 낼 수 있습니다. 유사에서는 현상 보존 포장 기술과 더불어 공명 굽수가 유명하죠.
It's resonance tuning fork. God, they do a lot of things.
공명급세.
I didn't repeat that as if it actually mattered, but apparently it does.
그놈이랑 똑같았지.
Uh-huh. Let's be real, it's not actually going to be a white whale. The white whale is going to be metaphorical, but I can see where this is going at least a little bit.
여기저기에 엉겨붙고 유착되어서는
Uh-huh.
기어이 삼켜버리겠지. 언제 그랬냐는 듯.
Well, is this a person who devours people? Ishmael, what's the problem?
관리자님, 지금이라도 베르길리우스 씨에게 말해주세요.
Yeah, 'cause he'll listen to me.
순서를 바꿔서 다른 지부의 황금 가지를 해결하자고요.
That's not going to happen and you fucking know it. Give me a moment, Ishmael. Are you okay?
지금은 충분하지 않아요. 모두의 경험도, 대호수에 대한 것도, 고래에 대한 지식도.
The whale! Maybe it is a real whale.
그래요. 제가 알려드리고 도와드릴게요. 충분한 시간이 지난 후에 도전해야만 하는 곳이에요. 저곳은. 그러니까
Well, look. He didn't listen to Sinclair. He's not going to listen to you.
야, 자꾸 뭐 하자는 거야? 아까 먹은 크랩 차우더인지 뭔지가 잘못되기라도 했냐?
Ah, too much crab chowder.
다 같이 그 개 같은 개딱지 내장을 긁어먹긴 했지만 전 아주 멀쩡해요.
근데 뭐가 문제야? 뭐 지금까지는 우리가 준비해서 쳐들어갔냐? 다 뒤져가면서 해결한 일이잖아.
That's true. That's damn true. I wonder how Heathcliff's attitude will be in his canto. Will he be quite so cavalier? Sinners tend to be pretty cavalier until it's their turn.
죽고 죽어가면서 일을 처리한 게 어디 자랑할 거리는 아닌 거 아시죠? 저희가 그냥 해결사였다면 첫 임무부터 진작의 전원 사망으로 순식간에 협회에서 이름이 지워졌겠죠.
Yes, you would have. Very much so.
야, 누가 몰라? 나도 뒷골목 조직 생활하면서 몇 번이나 죽을 뻔했는데 목숨이 하나뿐인 걸 모르겠냐고.
Except at the moment, kind of not really, but...
그거랑 다르지. 지금의 시계 대가리 덕분에 여러 번 살아나고 있잖아.
It's true, I am here. Hello.
지금까지 운이 좋았으니까 멀쩡하게 살아날 수 있었다고 생각하지는 않나 보죠?
I mean, there was that one time in Canto 3 where most of my limbs were melted off and I almost wasn't able to bring them back because I almost died, and if I died, then they died. So we do have the constant fear that if Dante is killed, everyone is killed, basically. Not instantly, but they ain't coming back if they do die.
아니, 야! 왜 자꾸 못한다고 하는 건데? 환상체한테 머리가 깨져서 뒤졌으면 이번에 다리를 내주고 피하고 그렇게 계속 쳐부술 수 있는 거잖아, 어?
I appreciate your attitude, Heathcliff, I really do.
지금껏 겪었던 게 전부라고 생각하세요? 그럴 리가 없잖아요.
You both make good points.
최악의 경우엔 복구가 불가능할 수도 있는 거예요. 시계를 아무리 쳐 돌려도.
You don't know that, though. But then again, we don't know that that couldn't be the case, so, yeah.
다시 원래대로 돌아가지도 못할 수 있다고요.
I mean, you were literally decay ampuled, and we brought you back fairly promptly. Most of the sinners literally got melted to pieces by Chroma's acid, and we brought them back. We've been smushed and brought back. Holes have been put in people's faces, and we've brought them back. Whatever the fuck happens to Heathcliff, Merceau, and Don Quixote and K-Corp after that explosion, especially bad for Don Quixote, we brought them back.
특히 그 거대한 고래는 됐어요.
Okay, it is actually a whale, fair enough.
설명해도 못 알아들을 것처럼 말하지 마라, 어?
Heathcliff's a little smarter than you give him credit for, I think, especially when it comes to people. We've been over this.
말도 못 알아듣는 버러지 취급하는 것 같아서 열받으니까.
Yeah, I bet.
개!
자, 말씀 좀 여쭙겠소.
Did Yi Sang literally just step in the way and be like, excuse me, I have a question. Hold up. It was perhaps because he was never the type to do such a thing, but the crowd immediately fell silent when Yi Sang suddenly, loudly, and uncharacteristically intruded upon their argument. What a fucking hero he is.
그대들 버스에서 제법 하고픈 것이 많다 하지 않았는가?
Yes, the desires to lounge on the beach. I remember this.
과업이 남은 것은 사실이나 소기의 목표를 달한 것도 사실이요. 그렇다면 짤다알막한 휴식 정도는 바랄 수 있을 거라 보오만.
Very reasonable, I agree.
단테, 이 정도는 괜찮지 않겠소?
Yi Sang, my boy. You're absolutely goddamn right. Yi Sang, oh no, now I have to allow you guys to take a break and then Vergilius will use my clock as a volleyball. This is the first time Yi Sang appeared so dependable since we started our bus journey. It's fucking absolutely stellar to see. I'm already pleased. The fact that he was able to break up an argument between Heathcliff and Ishmael and then provide a reasonable, logical sentence and also proposition, I'm gonna write that down. Yi Sang. Start of interval 2. Started to assert himself. Did a big good. I'm gonna start writing these down for the next tier list. So I, because I felt the problem with the Kanto 4 tier list is I couldn't remember a lot of the particularly good moments of these characters. Or moments where they specifically stood out from the crowd, right? Like, coming up to here, yes, there were a lot of funny moments with everyone, but it was kind of everyone just being funny. With the exception of Faust, I suppose, but that's kind of a given by this point. So I don't really write those moments down, because I'm like, look, you all were doing it. You were all being funny and all being part of the conversation. I don't consider that a moment where I need to give anyone specific props. Don was funny, Gregor was funny, Roger was funny, Musso was funny. They were all just being funny, so... But moments like this, where Yi Sang actually steps in and is like, fuck, I've got things to say, that's cool. I also need to write down the conversation between Heathcliff and Ishmael. I won't actually include into videos moments when I'm writing stuff down anymore, because I know it's going to be very fucking tedious, but I want to tell you guys what I'm doing. There we go. I nodded emphatically. Yeah, I agree with Yi Sang. I think we can slow down for a bit and do some team building activities together. How's that sound? I mean, I don't think anyone, whatever.
네, 조금 쉬고 계셔도 될 것 같네요.
Oh, how generous of you, Rain. Thank you.
저희 쪽에서 준비가 되면 말씀드릴게요.
Nice.
저기 그렇다면
Excelsior.
비치 볼리볼 하지 않겠는가?
Well, we can't do it here, can we? Or can we? With Don Quixote's well-timed assist, the almost icy mood seems to defrost slightly. Can we actually have a game of beach volleyball? I want to see it. I want to see it. I want to see it. Beach volleyball! Let's do it. What's the worst that can happen?
본인이 똑똑히 보았다네.
Oh yeah, of course we're still playing it here, aren't we? This is going to be upsetting.
분명 밀려들어온 태풍과 쓰레기들 사이에서 공 같은 것이 있었음을.
I speak with certainty.
공도 있고 사람도 해변도 있으니 이럴 때 놀지 않는다는 것은 불합리하다고 해도 과언이 아니지 않겠는가?
It would be no puffery.
해변이라고 부를 수 있는지는 모르겠지만요.
No, even though technically it is.
던 곁에
여기 놀러 온 거 아니라니까?
Gregor, my boy, it's a team building exercise.
본인도 아오. 주어는 고마우나 우리 모두의 단합을 위해 잠시 휴식하는 것이 도움이 되지 않겠는가 하는 마음인 것이요.
There we go.
그래. 앞으로는 표정이라도 숨기면서 말하는 게 어때?
Oh, you like the big grin, Gregor, you do.
아니, 나도 동의하오.
A world first, Yi-Sang is in agreement with Don Quixote.
이상 씨?
What?
돌이켜보면 헛들과 이렇다 할 체육 활동을 한 적도 없어.
Yeah, have some fun.
구기 종목에 특출한 재능이 있는 것은 아니지만 이참에 경험하는 것도 귀중할 테지.
That's the spirit.
그러니 해봄이 어떤가? 발리볼.
Volleyball! Adding a note to Yi-Sang. Volleyed balls. Good. I'm gonna read that when it comes time for the fucking tier list and be like, what the fuck is this even?
참.
Ah.
준비가 안 됐는데.
Just play the game, Ishmael. Goddamn.
한그럽게 공이나 튀기고 있을 때가 아닌데. 애초에 우리는 요새 너무 풀어졌어. 그래. 저번이 유독 운이 좋았던 거겠지.
Ishmael was starting to practically ooze all over with an ominous aura. It might be a good idea to divert her attention for a bit. Let's play beach volleyball.
현명한 선택이요. 내가 공을 찾아오겠네.
Elbelon.
아, 그 참.
관리자께서 결정하신 유희다. 모두 표정 풀고 기쁘게 받들도록.
Why aren't you having fun? The manager specifically requested it.
다 알았다고. 아, 뛰다가 허리나 삐끗하지 않으면 좋겠구만.
Come on, Greg, you're not that old, surely.
경기 규칙과 규격은 알고 있다. 직접 경기장을 그리도록 하지.
I want Miss Soul to use that fucking metal fist and punch the volleyball into the goddamn stratosphere. I think it'd be hilarious. Although, let's be real, we know what would happen. Gregor would immediately accidentally puncture the fucking ball on his insect arm. There were grumbling sinners, beaming sinners, reticent sinners. Their reactions were all varied, but everyone eventually moseyed out to an empty lot to play beach volleyball. I stretched, hoping that this activity would help break up the tense atmosphere. Sometime later...
자, 그럼 가겠어.
There's literally a fence there with a nice beach on the other side. The field was drawn over a squelchy mud flat. The worn ball rocketed into the air with Don Quixote's serve.
이렇게 하는 것이요?
Consider this moment, as it were, the moment where Yi-Sang, the miserable goth, is like, "Yay, let's play some volleyball and have some fun," and Ishmael is an absolute fucking wet wipe. I mean, I would expect Ishmael to be a wet wipe, but I would expect her and Yi-Sang to be wet wipes, is more to the point. With Yi-Sang's nice receive, it was starting to look like we had a proper game going.
그렇지. 잘하네.
Good old, and Rhodia, of course, was always going to get involved because she's great.
자,
어이구야.
쓸데없는 짓이야.
God damn.
자.
Do fighting game noises.
오티스 씨, 방금 공 못 피했으면 저 죽을 뻔했을 것 같은데.
Don't worry, I'll just turn the clock, it's fine.
훈련의 일종이다.
Yeah, it's all training. Oh my god, don't use the sword. Ryoshu, you're not supposed to hit the ball with your sword.
자, 내가 받았어.
Good job, lads, good job. Well done, well done.
이럴 시간에 고래의 특징이라도 공부해 둔다면.
Don't you know everything about the whale anyway? You just tell us.
대호수를 건너갈 나침반도 없는 것 같고.
Then go get one.
젠장, 그 자식은 분명히 어떻게든 살아있을 거야.
It's the fucking thing she says in the ego attack. We've finally done it. Or something similar anyway, I don't remember the exact wordage.
아이씨, 진짜.
For fuck's sake. Of course Heathcliff would snap. Ooh. Heathcliff, unable to stand Ishmael's attitude any longer, kicked the ball with enough force that it might just burst. Huh? And the ball flew way over the mark and toward the boundary separating us from the pristine beach we saw a few days ago. Is he gonna break the barrier? Did the ball just pop?
네, 가시되지 않는 플라즈마 장이 형성되어 있는 것 같군요.
Explains a lot, yeah. A field of plasma? Who put a field of plasma on a beach?
둥지와 뒷골목을 구분하기 위한 일종의 장치죠. 형식은 제각각이더라도 모든 둥지의 경계에는 비슷한 것들이 존재합니다.
That's quite decisive.
뻔하지. 뒷골목 사람들이 둥지로 못 끼어들어오게 하려는 울타리는 어디에나 흔하게 있으니까.
Naturally. Wouldn't surprise me if this stretched out across most of the ocean.
그런데 말이야. 저 기술로는 흔적도 안 남게 할 수도 있었을 텐데. 저런다는 건
Which gotta mean it's intentional.
보란 듯이 터뜨려 버려서 그것마저도 오락으로 만들려는 생각인 거지. 부자들은 즐길 놀이가 많겠어.
It would seem to be the case.
기술의 구체적인 의도나 과시성에 대해서는 제 쪽에선 말할 수 있는 게 없군요.
Except that in of itself was kind of a comment because you used the term sadistic nature. I see what you did there.
공 1시간이나 걸려서 찾았는데.
Oh, poor Don Quixote. She just wanted to play volleyball and she was having fun.
다들 정신 차려. 저 공 터지는 소리 때문에 개딱지 놈들이 몰려오고 있다고.
And we're back to work.
너 이따가 보자.
You need to get a grip, ma'am. I really thought that this could be the activity to dramatically bring us all together. It's all gone to hell. Why does this keep happening?
이제는 익숙해질 때도 되지 않았나, 관리자 양반? 저것 때부터 빠르게 처리하자고.
Yeah, but what's the solution there, Gregor? Just stop trying? I don't think so. More enemy crabs. What else is new? Fuck them up. We'll do one more. I was actually planning to end it after that one, but I'm actually really curious to hear this conversation between Heathcliff and Ishmael. I don't want to wait till next time, so we'll do this one, and then we'll leave it for next time. Because there'll probably be some, like, little cutscenes in between Interval 2 and Canto 5 anyway, which we'll need to go over. And there might be a dungeon, we don't know. Or I don't know, you do know, I don't. I want to hear a little bit more about what they have to say. Oh, but we have to do this first, of course we do. Move, stupid crabs! Fucking bodied, goddamn. Love 7 Association Otis so much. She's so fucking good. Hey Ishmael, we have things to talk about now.
네.
Snap out of it, goddamn. Can we talk? At least for a bit? I'm not even fucking around with questions about how the crabs taste. I called over to Ishmael once the battle was over. Right. I've never done anything like this before. I don't even know if this is the right thing to do, or what kind of results this conversation is going to yield, but I can't just sit here and watch.
네. 그러시던가요.
It looks to me that you've been preoccupied with something ever since we got here, which is, you know, obvious. You know, you're not really participating in group activities and things like that. Dante, less official. Oh, sorry, let me rephrase that. Less like a teacher. More like a leader.
당연하죠. 중요한 건 따로 있는데 여기서 정신 놓고 희희낙낙하고 있으니까요.
We need to be a decent team if we're going to survive, Ishmael. If we all fucking hate each other, we're not going to survive. Something more important. Is this about the Great Lake?
네.
Would you care to elaborate? That we, in our current state, shouldn't go there.
네.
Right. So why do you think that we don't have a chance against whatever is there?
말씀드렸잖아요. 아직 준비가 안 됐으니까.
Yes, but why?
적어도 반년은 호수와 그것들에게 익숙해질 필요가 있다고요.
We'll be fine.
아니면 그에 상응하는 경험을 더 쌓는다던가요. 관리자님도 마찬가지예요. 적어도 자신의 몸을 지킬 정도는.
That's true, honestly. Dante having some form of combat capability would probably be useful.
아, 관리자님의 단련이라면 제가 도울 수 있어요. 그리고 오티스 씨도 분명 관리자님을 돕는 것에는 협조하겠죠.
Sounds nightmarish, but honestly, I do agree with you on that front.
그럴 만한 상황이 온다면
Wait. Half a year, Ishmael? We just don't have that much time to spare.
허비? 허비라고 생각하시나요? 지금 저희가 하고 있는 짓들이 더 허비 같은데요?
That was like half an hour, not half a year.
그리고 놀고 있자고 말씀드린 게 아니잖아요. 그저 행선지를 잠시 다른 곳으로 돌렸다가 돌아오면 되는 건데요?
Ah, fuck that.
그건 불가능합니다. 모든 구획의 황금가지를 파악한 것도 아닐 뿐더러 비포팀의 사전 답사가 준비된 것도 아니니까요.
So we would in fact be sat around doing nothing for half a year.
핑계는.
Look who's saying excuses. You're throwing out the most excuses.
다른 잘난 이유가 있다는 것쯤은 오래전부터 알고 있었어요.
I appreciate that this is going to be like a big thing and there's probably a lot going down and she's probably been through quite a lot, but I would like to point out that Sinclair, whom had his family murdered in front of his eyes and then had to go confront the person who did it, handled his situation better. He freaked out, he sure fucking did, but guess what, he's a kid. But then he got over it. It was a bit rough, but he did it. And quickly. Surprisingly quickly, actually.
그리고 뭐가 됐든 이번엔 그 생각이 틀렸다는 걸 뼈저리게 느끼시게 될 테죠.
그럴지도요.
But we won't know till we try.
개판이네 정말.
It's only as much of a mess as you're making it.
그러면 적어도 상세한 항해 계획과 전투 방향을.
Well, why not make that your job instead of standing around saying we're fucked? Why don't you map a detailed sailing route and plan out a combat strategy?
듣자 하니까.
Just when I thought our discussion was reaching a stalemate, Heathcliff butted in. Which might be a good thing actually, because a stalemate serves no one in this current context.
당신은 또 뭔데요?
What's your problem?
닥쳐. 지금 너 혼자 개고생해? 여태껏 다 쳐 뒤져가면서 굴러왔잖아. 여기 있는 놈들 전부. 이번에도 결국 어떻게든 될 거라고.
I appreciate that it's an argument completely lacking in logic, but I do appreciate the sentiment.
그러니까 대호수 위에서는 그런 방법은 통하지 않는다고요. 관리자님이 수정당해도 끝이고 그것에게 우리가 먹혀서 더는 시간을 되돌리지 못할 수도 있다고요.
What makes you think a devoured body can't be recovered?
알아듣겠어요? 지금까지의 상식으로 움직이다간 진짜 우리는 끝장날 수도 있다고요. 그러면 그 새끼도 못 죽일 테고.
Well then kill it. And then we'll do it. Whatever.
좋아. 네 말이 맞다고 쳐. 이대로 가면 우린 다 돼지고 나도 아니 돌아갈 수 없게 될 거라고 치자고.
That's especially interesting to me now that Canto 6 has been released and I know the name of it. That's pretty fun. Okay.
그래서 잠깐이라도 놀면 뭐가 좀 덧나냐? 그 망할 고래 새끼들이 더 세져? 분위기를 계속 조져놨으면 같이 어울리는 척이라도 해야 될 거 아니야? 상식적으로.
That's it. That's exactly it. That's 100% it. Yep. Absolutely.
제법 웃기네요. 히스클리프 씨? 당신이 뭘 안다고 상식 운우네요. 고래를 만나본 적은 있어요? 데오스에 가본 적이나 있고? 뭘 답지 않게 이제 와서 아는 척이죠?
I see what she's saying. He doesn't understand what... Not actually, no one but her understands what we're about to go up against. But fretting about it is doing us no favors. None. Not even a little. Not even slightly. And she is, in fact, bringing the fucking mood down, which is, by the way, a consistent personality trait of Ishmael, which is to bring the fucking mood down. I've said this since, like, Canto 1. It's just especially prevalent here.
배 위의 생활에 대해서는 알기나 해요. 알 리가 없죠. 팔자 좋게 자기 연인인지 뭔지 모를 이름이나 중얼대고 버스에 기대 졸다가 참나면 성질이나 바락바락 내는 댁은.
This isn't gonna end well.
그만해라.
Unfortunately, while Heathcliff makes a good point, he's not particularly good at protracted arguments. That is to say, not good at keeping his cool during a protracted argument.
물 아래에서 기어오는 것과 하늘 위에서 떨어지는 것, 그 모든 것들을 죽여야 하고 산성 태풍, 참치 쓰나미, 뇌압 폭풍 같은 이름도 다 떠올리기 힘든 수많은 종류의 호수 재해들과 그 폭풍 때문에 발생하는 산만한 크기의 파도, 크게 지나가면 또다시 나타나는 개 같은 괴물들.
I mean, you survived it before. Why would you not think we'll survive it again? You're still alive. You've been there.
등을 맡긴 동료는 잠시 한눈판 사이에 죽어있고 하나같이 미쳐 돌아가는 사람들로 바뀌어가는 그 지옥 같은 호수에 대한 모든 일들은 당신 같은 얼빠진 사랑놀이 중인 반푼이는 100번 더 죽어도 모를 일일 테니까.
The sad thing is that I know Canto 5 is going to be difficult because that is the one thing that everyone has been consistent about. But God, I really, really hope it's easy. Not for my own purposes, I don't give a fuck if I have to face a challenge or not, I like challenges, but purely for the complete and utter dissonance between, like, dialogue and the actual experience, fuck, I hope it's easy. I hope we absolutely fucking floor it. Because it would be so funny to have gone through all of this and then to absolutely rinse the fucking Canto.
그만하라고 했지!
Before anyone could even step in, Heathcliff did the thing that we've been kind of thinking he'd do in practically every cutscene between the first time he did it and now, and have been kind of surprised that he hasn't done it, and now he has done it, which is swing wildly at Ishmael. Apparently it connected.
너 따위가 뭘 한다고 함부로 짓거려!
Oh damn.
이보게들.
I'm sorry, he sang, but this kind of had to happen. The tussle was such a blitz that no one could even attempt to intervene. Yi Sang almost looked pitiful as he stood there bewildered. For a moment, it appeared as though Heathcliff had the upper hand as his fist struck Ishmael right in her jaw. But of course, it's not going to be that one-sided. Just as Ishmael appeared to throw a punch, she kicked Heathcliff's leg, throwing him to the ground. Whoa, hold up, I don't want to turn the clock again. In the blink of an eye, Ishmael took up her mace, which is a bit fucked because Heathcliff wasn't even using a weapon. She raises it high as though she could strike it down at any moment. Her arm trembles with uncontrollable fury.
그래, 머리통을 내려치려고 내가 전에 했던 것처럼.
Oh yeah, that did happen.
죽여. 상관없어. 어차피 살아날 테니까.
True.
나하고 다를 거라 생각한 내가 바보지.
That's an interesting and very specific burn.
역시 다들 똑같네.
Huh. Ah. I wasn't sure what caused her sudden change of heart, but it was a relief of sorts, at least. She looked at Heathcliff with her eyes wide open and dropped the mace to the ground.
이런 불상사를 다시 보고 싶진 않았소만.
Sorry, Yi Sang, but you, much like Sinclair and Gregor and Rhodia, well, kind of Rhodia, 50% Rhodia, faced your problems and solved them. Everyone else hasn't. It's a bit of an issue, ongoing.
결국 벗들과의 다툼은 피할 수가 없는 일인가?
He just wanted to play volleyball.
쟤네 보니까 우리 옛날 생각나지 않아? 저렇게 치고받고 싸울 때가 있었는데.
What, you three? They wouldn't have stood a chance against you, surely.
누님, 쉿.
Olga's not fucking scared.
단테, 첫 임무로부터 큰 분란이 발생한 적은 없었기에 이야기하지는 않았지만
Oh, this is gonna be something. This is gonna be like, you should be doing a better job. And I'm gonna be like, I don't know, I can't fight.
수감자들의 업무 불안은 관리 실패로 간주되어 추후 귀책 사유를 물을 수 있습니다.
Yeah, and to be fair, yeah. Like, yeah, to be fair, I should have a fucking handle on this, and I don't. Like, not even slightly. I made a pathetic attempt to talk Ishmael around to this, and then sat back and let Ishmael and Heathcliff argue. Did fuck all, really. I really feel like one thing Dante should do is just go up to him and be like, make this up, by the way, and tell Faust about it beforehand so she doesn't, you know, refute it, and be like, look, I've spoken with the higher-ups about this, and if you lot keep fucking around, instead of bringing you back, we will replace you. Now, I know, there are things involved with the story and all that shit why that wouldn't work, but the sinners don't necessarily know that. They might, actually, Because Sinclair was kind of starting to figure it out during Canto 3. In front of everyone, so everyone's heard it. But I think Dante needs to, in some manner, be like, you know what? Not even truthfully, but just be like, I fucking had it. If you two smash each other in, I'm not bringing you back. It just needs to, they just need to start laying down the law a bit more, because fucking hell, they just keep letting it happen. And look how sad Yi Sang is. Look how sad he is. And he was happy like 20 minutes ago. What the hell was I supposed to do about this? Be a better manager, man, Jesus. Was what I wanted to say, but I managed to hold my metaphorical tongue. Yeah, congratulations. You should do it less often.
이것이 어떻게 관리자님의 책임이지? 저 머저리들이 멋대로 싸웠을 뿐이지 않나?
Unfortunately, Otis, Faust is right.
그러한 일을 벌어지지 않게 하는 것이 관리라는 직무죠.
Yeah.
니놈.
She's right.
그만해요, 여러분.
It is rather embarrassing that we're also arguing in front of our, not business partners, but like the people we're working with. Cooperators, I guess. I don't know. That's especially embarrassing. Really makes us look like a fucking rabble of useless twats.
맞소. 이런 상황은 영웅적인 우리 림버스 컴퍼니와는 어울리지 않소.
Hold on to that, Don Quixote. I think you'll need to. Sinclair's hesitance, Don Quixote's attempts to diffuse, Faust's impassive voice, and Otis's increasingly rising voice in my defense. All of that combined was starting to get incredibly irritating. Alright, go for it, Dante, come on. Go on. This is your moment, fucking do it. Stop. Guys, enough. I had no other recourse left at this moment. Ishmael, Heathcliff.
뭐?
More. Go on, Dante, lay down the fucking law. Do it, this is your moment. The two of you, stop working together for a while. Distance yourselves. At least until I can think of a way to deal with you two.
나라고 저 면상을 굳이 찾아보고 싶진 않아.
Oh my god, Heathcliff, come on. That's a fucking 6-year-old's comeback. Get a grip. Thus, the mood fell into a pit as depressing as this mudflat.
자, 이제 견적도 나왔으니까 슬슬 폐품을 모으러 가셔도 될 것 같네요.
Yeah, now be the time. We spend the next few days collecting scraps with the rest of the sinners. Wow, I really thought that was going to be the moment that Dante would, you know, set him straight, and no. I don't know why I thought it was. I was really like, okay, cool. Gonna start really laying down some hard words and be like, you lot need to fucking get it together because this is fucking embarrassing. You need to get a goddamn grip. And nope. Dante happily talks shit to people who can't hear them, but doesn't talk shit to the sinners. They need to leverage their position as the white mage a little bit more. Because it's never going to get anywhere if they don't. I know, this is all written intentionally. I'm just analyzing it from a engaging with the story perspective, not a writing perspective. Things are being written exactly the way they should be. I understand that. I'm not criticizing the writing. I'm criticizing Dante in universe. This is a very interesting canto. I've liked it a lot. Well, interval, actually. It's not even a canto, it's an interval. But whatever. Canto 4.5, whatever you call it. I like it. That's pretty good. I got Battle Pass stuff, which I can't cash in until 2 days from now. Fuck me. That's all for today, ladies and gentlemen. I presume we will finish the interval next time, which I think this one might actually be considerably shorter than Hell's Chicken. Let me have a look. All right, I didn't do the Spicy Phantom, so I should crack on with that, actually. But it actually appears this might be longer. Either way, we'll dust it in 2 episodes. I think maybe the cutscenes in SCA are a little shorter. I don't know. But it doesn't matter. I'm having fun. I hope you are too. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. We'll continue building the lure team as time goes on. But I might need to do something of an interval video where I go through all the upties, because I don't want to start Canto 5 with, like, multiple uptie stories, because it would be delaying our actual beginning of Canto 5. So maybe like an interval video between all of this sub-story stuff and in Canto 5, and people can choose whether or not they want to watch that or if they just want to wait for Canto 5. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Special thanks to Lit Potatoes, Proxy, Caminera, Heartland, Harak J, Dresso, Sion Distance, LOL, Final Legend, Etherbin, Linky, Zeon Cedar, Bimblewort, Majoko Maimoon, Alkir, Sweet Baby Red, Jessica Kitty, Plutonium Pie, Dreamer Ghost, Lepalolby, K-Bub, Magic Owl, The Frostbite, Monsoon, Warmaster Q, SCP-106A, Namad, and KennyC800 for support me on Patreon. Thank you so much, guys, and thank you all so much for watching. This has been very good. It's been very interesting. I've liked it a lot. I know it seems like I've been ragging on Ishmael quite a bit, but I fully understand that she has good reason to be as despondent and fearful as she is. I guess my personal thing, which I fully believe will lead to a situation where in Canto 5 I'll be like, oh, I should have been nicer to her. I 100% believe that will be the case. But I have a real knee-jerk reaction to uncompromising pessimism. Like, I get pessimism to an extent, believe me, I feel it, but I can't necessarily abide by someone just constantly saying we're fucked and doing nothing about it. I think that might be the key point. Not offering any attempts to do anything about it, making no steps to doing anything about it, is where it bothers me, where I'm like, well, there's got to be a fucking solution or something we can do. Other than just saying, well, the solution is to just not do it. Maybe it is in some cases, but that does prompt a reaction from me. I'm not trying to be too harsh on Ishmael. Overall. And I know I will regret being snarky about her once Canto 5 gets going, but there is a reoccurring theme in these games of people just being like, there's no point even fucking trying. And rather than in most forms of media where that's a setup for the main characters to be like, no, we can do it, and that is insufferable, I admit. But it is a pervasive thing in the culture of the city, and it's something I rail against every single fucking time, because if I went along with that mindset, if I wasn't so diametrically opposed to it as I actually am, I probably wouldn't have had the wherewithal to do the work to get to where I am now. I would have given up ages ago. So in order to get to where I am now, I had to fucking internalize that feeling of everything is not fucked, there's something we can do, we have to try. I had to internalize that, and that's why I rail against it so much. I don't blame nor think less of Ishmael for the negative behavior. I don't think less of her as a character, and I don't think she's wrong to be concerned. I know you guys don't care that much, alright, these are fictional characters, but I like to make these things clear, because these are beloved fictional characters, and I like them all very much. I also don't necessarily think Heathcliff was in the right in the argument either, because his methods in which to approach an argument are very crap. Because he starts shouting a lot and starts swinging his fists when the other side starts saying shit he don't like. And that ain't cool either. I don't like that. But I do like Heathcliff, and I like Ishmael. So there's that. But whatever happens next time, I'm looking forward to finishing this interval. I'm looking forward to continuing in general. But whatever happens next time, hope I see you there. Doodles. Goodbye.